Hi everyone, hi, and thank you for choosing to spend a bit of your time with me. Today I have a few of the finished samples that I want to show you, and especially some of them that are coming out as a pattern this week. So I felt like I had to pop in and show you to them before the pattern goes out. So this will be a short one, but hopefully I will manage to inspire you to knit some of these designs. Hi everyone, my name is Daisy and I'm a knitwear designer. On this channel I talk about knitting, my designs, and all the creative processes around my work. I'm recording this episode primarily for my Patreon and YouTube channel members, so if you'd like to stay up to date, please consider joining me on Patreon or as a member of my YouTube channel. If you're watching this at a later date, please subscribe and enjoy the episode. I will start with my chunky Parnassia, the one I showed you last time when I was still working on it. It's done. It's in this beautiful peachy color that I really like. I feel like I'm gonna be in this red-brown peachy color theme this whole year, judging from my stash and from what I'm planning for the next few samples. So yeah, this one is done, finished. As I mentioned before, it has a bit of a higher neck that I really like, and yeah, slightly larger ruffle and slightly larger knobs or these little bubbles that are on the yoke. But other than that, it's all as in the pattern, and it gives me a bit of I don't know, extra boost of confidence or so when I make a second sample following the pattern, and then I feel like, yes, it works, everything as it should be. So it is, on one hand, I can't always afford to make a second sample of each design to have this extra confidence in me, but on the other hand, it's really nice to have it even before you call for testers to be like super sure that everything is gonna work out. So in any case, this one is one of my favorite designs. I really like the how it fits. It's very loose, and it's also like very light, and yeah, I don't know, I'll show you. So this is it. I don't know about you, but I'm really enjoying wearing this one. Sometimes I feel like I'm overdressed for some places or occasions, but I just feel so good when I wear this. I don't know, playful, very dressed up for some reason, even though there is not so much. But the yoke, this yoke, it does give me a very yeah, I don't know, vintage feel, and I really enjoy it. So sticking with this theme, I also decided to make a shawl design, and initially when I asked for yarn support, I said that I need more yarn to get like a bigger shawl. I thought of a semicircular with this nice lace pattern, and then maybe a little trim of ruffle. But because this yarn, it's silk mohair, it's chunky silk mohair, and it doesn't have like an even structure. It's a bit uneven in places, and I wasn't sure how it's gonna look in a shawl and how it's gonna wear, because the wear of a shawl is a bit different than of a sweater. I feel like on a sweater it would last longer and look nicer for a longer time, and then on a shawl I wasn't sure how the yarn will behave, so I decided to start with something smaller and made a smaller shawl, mini shawl. I made 2 samples because I played a bit with the increases and decreases of the shawl, the way the shawl is shaped. Let me show you. This was my first sample, and I chose to have like this 3-stitch spine. So you go from like a little tip to this lace section that's exactly the same as in the pattern on the yoke. So you sort of increase all the way till you have the whole pattern repeat, and that's your final width, and you repeat as many repeats as you like, and then after the last repeat you start decreasing and you go all the way to the tip. So it's the idea, and with my 2 versions I had different spines. So on this one, as I told you, there are 3 stitches, and on this one I have 1 stitch central spine. So I included both in the pattern, and you can choose which one you like better. I don't know, it's difficult for me to say because I like both of them, but you can choose which looks nicer to you. And then you can choose to add a ruffle or not to add a ruffle. So now without a ruffle you can see better the pattern. It has this half twisted ribbing all the way along the edges, and then these nice lacy and bubbles in the center, and then the tips are just the tips. So, and this is the wrong side, so the wrong side is mostly like a plain stockinette, looks like plain stockinette because it's half twisted ribbing, so the other side is quite neat. And yeah, so, and then on this one I actually initially made it without the ribbing on the sides, and if you add a ruffle that does work because you block it and then the ruffle holds the shape a bit, but if you don't add a ruffle it might be folding in a little bit. So after the test I decided to keep only the ribbed side edges, and then you can of course add the ruffle on the edges here, and it would look the same as this one. So yeah, then you can choose to add a ruffle, 1 or 2 ruffles, as many as you like, and that creates an extra interest to it. So if you feel like more playful and romantic, that's this one, and then if you just like everyday practical, then it's probably this one. It depends on the look you want to create and on the feel, and I think it's wonderful that you can just choose how you like it. It's the same with the sweater. You don't have to do the ruffle, but I feel like the ruffle here it does add quite a lot of extra to the design. So let me show you. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has 4 repeats, and I wrote the pattern for 3 sizes. This one has 5 repeats, so this is the longest one. And if I do like this, so it's probably like I don't remember exactly the measurement, but it's like 130 on 140 centimeters. And then there is like even smaller one than this one, which will have like 3 repeats, and that would be like this length, which is still enough to make 1 turn. I feel like I do need a turn for the worms, so this will be like my perfect size. And it's just like this. It's very easy to wear, it's very easy to style, and it seems like everyone is enjoying them this year, or in the last couple of years. It's become a trend. So I thought, well, let's test this yarn, this pattern, and see what I can do with this sort of shape and this kind of project. And this one is I have to warn you, many people look at it and think, oh, I'm not gonna wear that, it's not gonna work for me. But actually it's not as bad as you think, because it does look quite nice. So yeah, I wasn't sure at the beginning, but it does work really nice, and especially with this sweater, for me it's perfect. And also, if you feel like this the two ruffles are too much, you can make only one, and then you will like work it this way, and the other one is not visible anyway, so it will be less of a, yeah, there will be less of the ruffling happening on your neck, so if that's not something for you. But I feel like this could be especially fun for kids who have this very nice girly outfits and might really enjoy something so playful like this. It could also work really nice for Christmas presents or birthday presents for the grandchildren or children. I think girls should be really enjoying this one. Yeah, so this one is already out there. There are almost all translations ready, so I think only French is still in works, but most of the languages, my usual languages, are available, so you can look it up and see if you like to make it. And this one will come out this week in English, and then hopefully we'll have it translated to also like the German and Danish and French and Italian and hopefully Ukrainian. So we'll have also some of the languages available for this one. And yeah, I've been talking so quickly that I actually forgot what I told you or didn't tell you about this too. But I hope I did say enough to spark your interest to these designs, and I'll show you more footage of them in action. So this must be it for today. There isn't too much that I have to show you, but a new episode is coming very shortly after this. I have been working on a new modular design, and I will show you some of the sneak peeks in this episode. So stay tuned, and I hope to see you in the next one. Happy knitting, bye!